Hello guys, it's Jeff, the Garage Guy. I put together a plan here for you guys. It's partial. I got a little overwhelmed, I'll be honest. I landed some really big jobs, and I'm a small company, me and a helper. We've landed some big jobs, so I'm a little bit overwhelmed. That is why things are taking so long. But I did get to start on your plan, and it's a good starting point for us to get the conversation going. All right. So, as you know, when I was there, I said slat wall, slat wall, slat wall, and slat wall. That was where I was at. That's what I believe in. I think that's your solution. That's why I made a plan that is pretty much centered around slat wall. Let's take a look at the left wall in your right side bay, the area with the workbenches and all that in there. Basically, I want to fill a large area of that wall with slat wall. I originally had it spend about 3 hours on the right wall designing slat wall over there yesterday, just cringing, going, "Oh, this is going to be awful to try to put in." Then I realized, holy cow, we have a left wall of plywood, so I changed my plan. So I want to put all of your visible tools, I want them to hang on this wall. I put a couple rolling toolboxes here just to demonstrate something. You'd say, why would we put slat wall behind a workbench? The idea is you can really nest and hang your different tools all over the place while leaving a perfect open space that represents the parking spot for that rolling toolbox, or if there's anything else that moves around. So even though it's on the ground, it's not hanging on the wall. Being able to adjust your tools to exactly the perfect location to make this fit in here just perfect. I think you have to have these divisions of space, these well laid out areas for people to, appreciate it and actually try to use it and try to put things back the way they're supposed to be. On the right side, I designed a workbench. Let's talk about the left wall real quick here. I like IMS. I like the concept of IMS. Now, there's a lot of people on IMS that think something that, they think they deserve to get 3 times the value of something because they're doing it through IMS. I've had a $3,000 pool that I could buy online. Somebody quoted me $9,000 for it through IMS. That's just one example of what really frustrates me sometimes about this program. And the reason I say that is because you guys, if you want, you can buy these panels from me and retail these panels. There's 28 of them in this plan. Retail these panels are $62.25 a piece. According to some IMS guidelines, I guess I should be asking $62.25 a piece for these because that's the manufacturer's suggested retail price. But you can go online, you can buy them for $47.50 a piece. In my mind, that's the retail price. So for the 28 panels, if you guys want to just buy them off me and put them in yourself, which you're absolutely capable of, sure, I'll do a better job, but absolutely you guys will probably do good enough. I've been doing these for 15 years. I'm really good at it, and I know all the ins and outs of it, and I make a really clean, nice looking install. But, you may want to just do it yourself, and I know you'll do a good enough job. So if you want to buy these from me, you can come to my shop and you can pick these up for $1,330. So $1,330, you can buy all the panels to do this whole wall. If I was to say, actually go retail, the suggested retail price, which nobody pays, it would be $1,805. So it's about a $500 or $400 difference there. So you can come pick these up for $1,330. $1,392 if you include the screws you're going to need, or I can install them for $2,022. So that's your choice. Extremely busy. I know I can't get to this as soon as you'd like me to have it done, so you might want to really consider putting these in yourself. All right, let's talk about the bench. Okay, on the bench, I've designed, it's all connected as one. It's a very large bench system. It's almost, I guess it's about 2/3 the size of that wall. What I did was I made these freestanding. So let's assign this bench to a certain task or a certain person. Not only does he have access to the tools on the other side of the shop, but if he needs special tools or bins that you can put in here holding screws and all that other stuff, or whatever hardware he needs, he can have his stuff here, or that station can have that station's stuff here. I think you should still lay it out the same way, or you might trace the parts out, maybe use a label checkout system like we talked about. But so this guy's got his stuff here, so that you don't have to worry about him having to go across to the other side of the shop to grab a tool. He may have his own set for specifically what he does. There's windows here, so I can only do, you know, the freestanding system with the slat wall attached to it on 2 of these benches. The center bench, maybe there's an operation that might not need as many, you know, tools, or it's just a bench that doesn't really belong to anything in particular. And then the idea behind these lower benches is that when you're doing something, when I'm doing something on a workbench, I bring out tools constantly, and before I know it, I got a workbench full of tools and I barely have room for what I'm working on. It helps me out a lot to have a lower bench. So what I do is that when I'm using tools and it starts to get a little crowded up here, I put all my tools on this bench. I got an open bench, but yet all my tools are still in reach. In the process, I may hang some of them back up, but the ones I know I'm going to use again, I just set there. So that's the concept behind that. You should have a few feet left over here, maybe 4 foot to park something. You got to have floor space to park stuff. If you don't, they're just going to end up everywhere. And then on the right side, I believe we still have room for a welding table. I can't build you a welding table. I don't know anything about that. Now, let's go back up to the upper view here. I didn't do anything on the back wall. Gondola, shelving, cabinet, stuff you already have will probably work back there. I can't really attach stuff very easily anyway because of that insulation. So that's what I have. I know you guys want more, but this gives you a price for what I have so far. And if you just tell me which direction you want to go with this, if I'm going in the right direction, let me know. I can still design you similar products for the other room. You guys have a lot of work to do over there. Getting stuff moved around, organized, making room to even work to install any of this stuff. So yeah, just let me know where you're at and where you want to go from here. Thanks.